In today's video, we're going to share with you our 7 biggest mistakes we've made during the last 18 months while eating the carnivore diet.
Yeah. Hey everybody, welcome back to Carnivore Quest. My name is Larry.
Cassie here.
And if you're new to our channel, me and Cass have been on a journey to better our health and lose weight eating the carnivore diet. In the last 18 months, we've gotten in the groove. We've lost over 170 combined pounds and we're feeling good.
Real good.
Right out of the gate, we want to share a fun fact with you. Did you know that beef liver has 5 times the carbs as chicken liver?
Who knew?
Well, I didn't know. Recently, we did our first Tuesday night trivia live stream, and that was one of the questions. And when I was researching them, I was kind of shocked by that. 5 times the amount of carbs in your beef liver than your chicken liver. We've had a YouTube channel now for 2.5 years. In our first year, we struggled. We fell a few times. We even gained over 100 combined pounds while we were on YouTube.
You serious?
But like we said, the last 1.5 years, we've really found a groove and we're finding what works for us. Today, we do have 7 mistakes.
You mean 7 learning opportunities.
Right, 7 learning opportunities, because that's what they were. These were mistakes we made along the way, and we have definitely learned from them. So we're hoping by sharing them with you, you guys might avoid some of them on your journey. But before we lay out those 7 mistakes for you, we're going to thank the sponsor of today's video,
Element.
Element's a delicious electrolyte drink mix that's got everything you need and nothing you don't.
And they did the science for us. Each packet contains 1,000 milligrams sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium.
Unlike the other garbage electrolyte drinks on the market, Element's got no sugar, no coloring, no gluten, no fillers, basically no BS.
Whether you're on the ketogenic diet or the carnivore diet, it's extremely important to keep up with your electrolyte needs.
When Cassie and I first started the carnivore diet, we would always forget to take our electrolytes, so we suffered from headaches and leg cramps at night. But not with Element. They taste so good, we just don't forget to take them. Element just released grapefruit salt, a seasonal flavor for summertime that's absolutely delicious. It tastes just like lemonade.
Pink lemonade.
Yeah, supplies are limited, so if you want to get some, don't delay.
As always, Element is offering our viewers a free sample pack with any Element order.
That's 8 free single serving packets with any Element order. We love this offer because it's a great way for you to try all 8 flavors, see which ones you like for your next order.
And you can get yours today by using our link below at drinkelement.com/CarnivoreQuest. Using our link is a great way to get the quality electrolytes you need while supporting our channel at the same time.
So head on down to drinkelement.com/CarnivoreQuest and get yours today.
And Element has the best customer service. If for some reason you're not 100% satisfied, keep the product and receive a full refund.
Thanks again, Element, for sponsoring today's video. And Cassie and I want to thank each and every one of you that have chosen to use our Carnivore Quest link for your Elements. It's a huge deal for us. And thank you very much.
Thank you.
So let's get into the 7 biggest mistakes Cassie and I have made on our carnivore diet these last 18 months. They're not in any particular order. So baby, what are we starting with?
Cheese. Dairy.
Dairy was a much bigger part of our carnivore diet when we first started than it is now. Both Cassie and I had a daily amount of cheese of about 2 ounces. And a lot of folks do really well on that. And like I said, we had some progress with it too. But as the months went by, you know, there were times where we cut out the cheese completely and we saw even better results. Our inflammation went down, we could move easier, and you know, the scale was moving. And we really realized this after the very first time we did the bbbe challenge, which does not include cheese. For those of you who don't know, the beef, butter, bacon, and egg challenge issued by Dr. Ken Berry has no cheese. And that was the first time we cut it out.
Cut the cheese.
She said it, not me.
I'm surrounded by idiots.
I believe it was our second time doing the bbbe challenge. I had a long stretch on it, over 200 days with no cheese. And then I did a 7-day cheese experiment where I ate 1 ounce of cheese every day for 7 days. And man, did the inflammation return. It was unbelievable. I went from my wedding ring slipping off when I did the dishes till I could barely pull it off. And that was from 1 ounce of cheese a day for a week.
And then there's cream. Now that could be heavy whipping cream, half and half, light whipping cream. We still consume it.
What was that?
We still consume
We
it.
still consume it, but Cassie has cut down significantly.
Oh, yeah.
She used to, I mean, literally, her coffee would be 50% coffee and 50% heavy whipping cream.
It's not like we would just consume heavy whipping cream. Natural, organic, heavy whipping cream. No, no, no. Carrageenan, and there's all kinds of other garbage in the cream, and that is no good.
Yeah, we were consuming that quite a bit.
Yeah.
We were kind of ignorant on that subject. And then Cassie did a deep dive, did some research. We did a couple videos on that. Go back into our old content. Actually, I'll link a couple down below in the description if you guys want to check them out. But yeah, that stuff's poison, basically. And now when we consume heavy cream,
well, it's rarely heavy cream. It's mostly half and half
right,
with butter.
Because it doesn't have the carrageenan. But when we do enjoy some heavy cream now, we'll make the extra 20-minute drive to get the quality stuff.
Yep.
You know, it's further away, it's expensive. So, you know, it's on an occasion and it's a treat.
Over the course of the last year and a half, we have learned that cheese and dairy is not optimal for us, at least not while we're trying to lose weight.
Right.
Now, during maintenance mode, absolutely. We've learned that we can maintain and have cheese. We've maintained for almost a year now.
Right, yeah. Longtime viewers, you know that I've basically been in a stall for the last year. I'm breaking it now, finally.
Yes.
But, you know, cheese had something to do with that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, along with a few other mistakes we made on this list.
Mm-hmm.
But dairy definitely played a role, you know, at different times. You know, during the holidays. And when it creeps back in, you start, you know, enjoying a little cube here and a little cube there. And it adds up. We do want to reiterate, though, you know, you got to figure out what works for you. We definitely learned that it holds us back.
Yes.
But there are some people who can enjoy a little cheese on a daily basis and they still have great results.
That's impossible!
It's the minority. So, you know, like we always say on the channel, you gotta find what works for you.
The second biggest mistake that we've made is not reading the labels. There's so many products out there that claim to be clean, and once you turn that package around and you start reading those ingredients, they are anything but.
Yeah, and you know, you usually think to yourself on the carnivore diet, well, you're not going to be eating anything out of a package, so why do I need to worry about that? Well, there are a few things. Pork rinds.
Yes.
We used to just grab, you know, pork rinds.
Plain
those
pork
are fine.
rinds.
Yeah, plain even, you know, but we get the flavored ones, and you know, pork rinds are a great carnivore snack. But turn it around and read the label.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't say pork and salt only, it's dirty.
And a lot of these pork rinds have ingredients that we've not even heard of.
Yeah, a nightmare list of ingredients.
Yeah.
We would need Dr. Barry to decipher for us. Yeah, so pork and salt. That's all you want in your pork rinds. Keep them clean. Enjoy them. Just keep them clean.
And another product that I didn't think to check the label on because I thought it was clean is store-bought lard.
Yeah, you would think lard is lard, but Cassie used it in her piggy poppers recipe, and a lot of you guys pointed out in the comments that, oh my gosh, why are you using that garbage? Sure enough, she checked the label and you guys were right. So thank you. But there again, there's another example of us not checking the labels.
Right.
Now we're really good about it now, especially that was a little embarrassing for us. You know, you're putting out a recipe video and you're frying it in this lard that's garbage. So, you know, it was a mistake, but we learned from it. And we already mentioned the heavy cream as far as using too much dairy. But it was another example early on in our journey where we didn't check the label.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't know it had carrageenan, gellan gum, and that kind of crap in it. And, you know, now whenever we pick up some heavy cream, we turn that box around and we give it a glance.
And the last example that we have for not checking the labels is pre-shredded cheese.
Yeah, if you guys are using the pre-shredded cheese that comes in the package, please stop now. This stuff is not good for you.
Mm-mm.
Grab a good quality block of cheese and shred it yourself. It only takes a few minutes. I don't care how busy you are, how many kids you got, because that stuff has nothing but garbage in it. Cassie, what's it got?
Shredded cheese has anti-caking agents, which is made up of potato starch, cornstarch, calcium sulfate. Did you know that that's used to make cement?
Yeah, the next time you're out for your walk, take a look down on the ground. You know, what goes into that cement is in that prepackaged shredded cheese. So give it up, gang. The third biggest mistake we made in the last year and a half, which I think we've rectified now, is undereating. Like all mistakes, we didn't make this one on purpose, but this one definitely creeped up on us because when we started the carnivore diet and then we did the bbbe challenge, we really learned to listen to our hunger signals. Well, then we found ourselves eating one meal a day without even trying. I mean, sometimes we would forget to eat, and I'm not joking. And we were undereating and we didn't even know it. I believe that was a big part of my stall this last year, was I wasn't getting enough nutrition, which slowed my metabolism along with a stagnant lifestyle sitting behind a computer, not getting out and getting some exercise. You know, it was a recipe for no success. And a lot of people in our community pointed that out to me, you know, many months ago, and it seemed, it just didn't make sense to me. You know, I'm undereating. How could that be? You know, I'm burning the fat on my body. That's all it is. But recently, we have upped our meals to 2 a day, and we had to force ourselves to do it for the first week and a half. You know, eat a little earlier in the morning, earlier in the evening, and then that's it. And man, the scale has started to move. Undereating, we didn't mean to do it, but we slipped into it. So, you know, if you're in a stall, you might want to take a look at that. You know, perhaps you're undereating on your carnivore diet.
Next one we have for you, extended fasting.
Yeah, this was probably the biggest mistake we made on this list, and that was doing our fast February. I did a 14-day fast. This young, beautiful lady did a 9-day fast.
Which is ridiculous.
It is, and you know, we did it in as far as achieving something, getting there.
Autophagy.
Yeah, autophagy. You know, we had a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah.
But there was a real drawback to it, y'all. And that was at the end of the fast, after we broke the fast, and we did break it properly. We broke our fast very slowly.
Yes.
Bone broth the first day, a few eggs, and then Cassie's world famous chicken soup. But before the fast, you know, our cravings were in check. We were not craving any other food. After the 14-day fast, after the 9-day fast, we were craving everything.
And we had a lot of dairy.
Yeah.
So much cheese.
Yeah, but not only that, but we were craving regular food. I was craving Big Macs, Whoppers, Wendy's. You know, Cassie, you were craving sweets.
I was craving everything.
Yeah.
You know, I was serving people food, and every single thing looked good.
Yeah, so if there's probably one thing we could go back and change, like if we had a time machine, we'd go back and say, hey, don't do that extended fast. Because it took a while to get rid of those cravings. They're gone now, but you know, we dealt with that for 3 weeks.
It was torture.
Yeah, and we never caved, but it felt like we just started again.
Yeah.
You know, when you just first start the carnivore diet, you get those cravings. So if you're thinking about doing a really long fast, maybe, you know, take into consideration what we're saying here. Because a lot of people warned us about that, and they were correct.
And not to mention, for those of you with hypothyroidism or any thyroid condition, I have learned that extended fasting like that is no bueno. 48 hours max.
Right. Yeah. Dr. Chafee also talked about that, where it's hard on your adrenal glands, fasting that long. But we are definitely fans of a 48 to 72 hour fast, you know, every once in a while to do a little reset. But no more huge fasts for Carnivore Quest. Moving right along to the next huge mistake Cassie and I made this last year and a half. And actually, I'm still struggling with this one, is getting the right amount of sleep.
Just because you're on carnivore doesn't make you a superhero.
Yeah. You know, it's the sleep thing. You know, I've always heard people say, you know, you got to get some good sleep. You got to get some good sleep.
That's the time when your body repairs itself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I never really took heed to that advice. And, you know, since our channel's grown, our brand's grown some, we're working more from home. And, you know, we don't have a set, rigorous schedule. We're working on that. Yeah. But, you know, our schedule fluctuates. And, you know, sometimes I pull an all-night edit to get these videos out to you guys. You know, like when we're doing a weight loss challenge, we got to weigh in the day before and then get it out the next day for you guys to put your weight loss, you know, in the comments, like at the end of this month. Normally, I would pull an all-nighter to get that done. Where this time around, I might weigh in the day before. You know, we might actually weigh in on the 28th to give me a full day to get that video edited, to get it out to you guys. Because, I would pull those all-nighters.
Oh, zombification mode.
It would destroy me over the next 3 days.
Yeah.
And I did that a lot over the last 7 or 8 months. And another contributor, maybe to my stall. You know, there's a lot of things I wasn't doing right. But, you know, it's all good as long as you don't continue to make those mistakes and you learn from them.
You live and you learn.
Yeah. And, you know, Lily Kane, I always see her Instagram stuff. Her and her hubby, Bryce, they get to bed at the same time every night, get up like clockwork, you know, and she's a full-time content creator and they got this rigorous schedule. And I kind of look up to them, you know, I mean, I've thought about making some changes like, oh, we got to try this, you know, no screens in your face after a certain time at night, read a book before bed. You know, they're probably the two of the most disciplined people I've seen on social media.
Yeah.
I wish I was.
And the sixth biggest mistake that we've learned from is not getting enough exercise.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we didn't exercise at all. Our first 6 months on the carnivore diet, maybe longer, this current run. And, you know, I lost 50 pounds in 60 days. You know, and how much did you lose in 60 days? It was like 35 pounds.
Yeah, it wasn't nearly what you had lost.
Right, maybe 30 pounds. Mm-hmm. But, you know, we were being more active because we were losing weight. We had some more mobility. But we didn't go out every day and make it a point to exercise. Yeah. And Cassie started doing that before I did. But last July of 2022, we had our first July walking challenge. And, you know, my heart wasn't in that. I went out and I did it every day. But I didn't continue it. And, you know, this July, we're in the middle of our July walking challenge and I'm enjoying it. You know, I'm actually feeling better, pushing myself. So, you know, if you haven't done any exercise yet on the carnivore diet and you're seeing some results, that's great. But just keep in mind, you know, keeping your body in motion is definitely going to keep you healthier. And, you know, we're still struggling with it. You know, sometimes when I go out there, I don't want to do it. I can't wait for the day, you know, where, I can't wait to go out and, you know, go exercise. Mm-hmm. See a lot of people go to the gym that actually love it. You know, if I get to that point one day, I'll be very happy.
Me too. But
we're trying, you know, we're trying to get more movement in. And longtime subscriber, Ocon Dragon, Ryan, I'm going to do some push-ups this month. I'm going to do it, brother. You watch. The last big mistake Cassie and I made on the carnivore diet is probably the biggest one, and that was cheating on the carnivore diet.
No cheating.
That's where we came up with the adage, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating. Because our first year, gang, you know, we had 2 major slips that completely spiraled out of control.
Avalanche.
Total avalanche. Yeah. You know, one cheat meal turned into a cheat day, turned into a cheat week, then cheat month, and then months. As you can see in this clip right here, Cassie and I look absolutely miserable. I had gained 80 pounds while we were on YouTube. How much did you gain?
About 1 million.
1 million pounds. But look how miserable Cassie looks. Mm-hmm. I mean, we just felt defeated. So if any of you are going through that right now, we've been there with you. We've been through that. All you got to do is plant your feet and get started again. Some people can have a cheat meal once in a while, and they're totally good. We cannot. No. We've always said it. We suck at moderation. We are great at restriction. Mm-hmm. So we just can't have that one slice of pizza. Maybe someday we'll be able to. But right now, we just don't want to risk it. We've often talked about, you know, maybe for anniversary, going to a very nice Italian restaurant because Cassie loves that food. You know what? We've tossed it around like, well, we'd probably be okay now. You know, we're pretty solid. Cassie had that slip when she went to Chicago. She recovered from it. But if we both went out together, we know that's a danger zone.
Very dangerous.
Yeah. So, you know, will we ever get there? You know, and a lot of people will say, well, why would you even want to put that garbage in your body? Well, because it tastes phenomenal.
It's a treat.
She's an Italian, you know. Hey, she likes good Italian food. But are we going to do that? No. Well, we're not going to say we'll never do that in the future, but until we're to a healthy weight, we're not even going to risk it. So it's definitely the biggest mistake we've made along the way, but we definitely learned the most from it.
And certainly we have made more than 7 mistakes, but those are the biggest ones that we've learned from.
Right. Yeah. Let us know in the comments, what mistakes you've made so far in your carnivore diet, especially you veterans, because, new people browse the comments and, you guys might add something, that we didn't mention.
Thank you for stopping by today, everybody. We appreciate you giving us a little bit of your time because we know how precious it is.
Absolutely. And before you go, I want to remind you that we have 2 weekly live streams now. Cassie has Coffee with Cassie every Sunday mornings. She just chats with the girls and, some guys show up, talk about victories for the last week, struggles, and, just have that fellowship and community. And she's also going to have some special guests here and there. Also, Tuesday night, trivia. It was an absolute blast. So we left it up to the audience. You want to make this a weekly thing? They said absolutely. So you guys, Tuesday nights, check that out too. And remember, until the next time, no sugar, no carbs, no cheating.